Hi everyone, welcome to Wise Up, Stand Against Cyberbullying. My name is Boli Skwala. I am a project manager at Digify Africa. And today we are going to be talking about how we can keep our young people safe on the internet and make sure that we are providing correct guidelines for them to be safe. I will not be alone in today's conversation. I am joined by Rhianette Leibovitz, who is a parent, the founder of Safety Net Cyber Safety, and also a digital parenting expert. It's such a pleasure to have you here today, Rhianette. Can you please introduce yourself in detail to our audience and tell us a little bit more about Safety Net's cyber safety?
It's such an honor to be here with you, Polly. Thank you for the opportunity and thank you for putting the spotlight on this very important topic. For me, it's not just a passion to talk about it, it is actually my purpose. And I think it's important to understand why I'm feeling this way, because when I heard the shocking statistics of young people who commit suicide because of cyberbullying, it just broke my heart. And I thought, we can not sit by and watch young people feeling so lost and lonely. And that's where my journey started. And that's when I realized we need a place that they can go to for help. And that's why Safety Net Cyber Safety was established back in 2014. And since then, the conversation has grown to online safety, cyber wellness, and in general, how we manage our digital habits.
That's very interesting. Maybe take us through exactly what you guys do and how you do it, because clearly we can see there's a passion and the reason, a very big reason as to why you started it.
Well, what we do from Safety Net's point of view is we help cybercrime victims. So sometimes we get messages from school principals to say that there's a problem in the school with cyberbullying, or it could be a parent to say their child has done something silly with photos and they're being held ransom. Or sometimes it's online dating scams and older people who have lost their life savings because of these criminals. So Safety Net is there to be that safety net. So anyone who falls from cyberspace falls into our net, which is a network of experts, forensic analysts, psychologists, the right people at the police, and sometimes you need legal advisors as well. So we really want them to feel, I've got a place that I can go to for help.
Great. I mean, there's a lot of people that need to play a role in making sure that, firstly, as an individual, I'm safe, but also for young people that they are also safe. Maybe tell us who are these people and what exactly are their roles in making sure that a young person stays safe online.
Well, the first very important role player is the parent or the caregiver. And I wish we had more parents who are willing to be the parent and not just like be obedient parents, because I find in so many audiences when I speak to parents, they are worried that they're going to offend their children, or they're worried about their privacy rights and all those things. Parents need to be parents, and we have the responsibility to teach our children good digital habits and how to become responsible digital citizens. Then, of course, teachers and schools, but it's not their responsibility. I think they play an additional role and they have the opportunity to share cyber wellness and online safety messages. And thankfully, schools are very, very open. And I must say, from my experience, they share a lot of information. And then, of course, let's not forget grandparents, uncles, aunts, au pairs, anyone that your child spends time with. And don't forget their friends' parents, because our children go there as well, and they also play a role.
I love what you're saying, because I'm a young parent myself, and the first point that I picked from that is knowing when you're not overstepping the boundaries and possibly going through your child's privacy and all of that. That's very key, and I think we're going to go in depth into it when we start unpacking what exactly is making sure that your child is safe and not overstepping the boundaries of privacy and stuff like that. But maybe also what we need to take into consideration is we need to learn first as the guardians, as the parents, on how to stay safe online before we can teach our children how to do that. So as a mother, Rionette, what drew your attention to the importance of online safety? What really made you feel so passionate as a mother to focus on this?
I guess it's because when you see someone else losing a child because of something like cyberbullying and suicide, it hits home, and it hits harder because you can almost imagine yourself in that situation. However, I didn't go into this because I'm a mom and because I had a bad experience. It's really, as a mom, I also experience the challenges. And my son is now a teenager. So through the last 8 years, I've really dealt with every challenge that parents do go through. From the gaming, to the screen time, to the mom, my friends have this phone, and why can't I have this game? All of those things.
The pressure.
Yes. And I have to say, even though I've written a book about this, it doesn't mean it's easier for me. I might know a little bit more about how to deal with the situation, but every child is different. And as a mom, I just realized that we have just a number of years with our children to nurture, to love, and to ultimately make them feel like they are worthy. That is the big thing. As a mom, I'm realizing so many voices out there are bombarding our children, that our voice of love, acceptance, caring, and of course the boundaries need to be the loudest in their ears.
Most definitely. I mean, as a young parent, I also am aware that I need to familiarize myself with online safety communities so that I'm able to learn. Can you maybe tell us, Rionette, what are some of the benefits as a parent especially to be part of an online safety community?
Well, I think we learn from each other, and sometimes it just helps to hear from someone else, like, I understand. I've been there. Yes.
I've experienced it.
I feel you. I know you're not alone. I've been there, and this is what worked for us. Maybe you can try this or that. So that's the one thing. The other thing is, because technology changes so fast and in a way that
There's a new thing every day.
Exactly. And I don't know how they do it, but the youngsters always know before us. They I don't know what they do. Maybe they don't sleep, but they always
I think they do, because they're always in tune with everything.
So we need to stay up to date, and it's actually impossible for us to do all our regular parenting chores and responsibilities and stay up to date. So being part of a community helps us to, first of all, get that support that you need, that advice, and just in general to know that you're not alone.
Learn from each other. It's always better to learn from another parent that actually has been in that experience, and they can offer you like advice from a level of experience. I love that.
And may I add, I mean, as young mothers, there are so many forums for young parents with babies, for instance, on those first 2 years, how to deal with sleep training and this
Teething.
and that and teething. Why can't we do that for our digital parenting side? So and I think sometimes parents feel like it's this huge mountain on their shoulders. No, it's not. It's just part of normal life now. And as we teach our children how to use a knife and fork, a knife is also a weapon if you don't use it carefully. Like we do that, and we teach them about how to cross the road safely, how to wear your seatbelt in the car, all those things. We just need to share with them how to be safe online.
I agree. And I think we are now at a place where it's not luxury anymore to learn about the digital space and its ever-changing, form. As a parent, is part and parcel of what you need to educate yourself on, because our kids are going to experience that world, and we need to be ready to help them go through it. Rionette, tell us about some of the risks that you come across while working on this project.
Well, I always explain the internet like it's a highway, it's a cyber highway. And like on a regular physical highway, we get, unfortunately, drunk drivers and people without licenses. So in cyberspace, the drunk drivers are those ones, the criminals who want to steal from us. They want to steal data, identities, money, sometimes even our children. And they are the ones that we need to look out for. Then the ones without licenses, those are the people who are uninformed. Maybe it's us and our children who need to learn more and be more equipped to drive on this highway. And when it comes to the real risks, there's such a long list, but I want to put it in two categories. The one is people, and the other one is content, exposure. Exposure to people that have ill intentions, that want to steal from us, or who want to scam us and so forth, or who want to reach out to our children for the wrong reasons. Then on the other hand, in terms of the content, the exposure our children get, the shows that they watch, the messages that they read, the fake news, the exposure they get in terms of the moral content even. It's so confusing for them. And even children's shows nowadays weave messages into it that we might not agree with. So those are the two categories, and of course we can delve deeper into them. But if I had to say, stranger danger applies online, and age restrictions in terms of all the content they consume, even the games they play, is important.
Lastly, can you just tell us how do parents such as myself and educators get in contact with Safety Net, just so they are also able to actively act in guiding their kids into being safe online?
So there are two places that I would like for people to know about. The one is Safety Net, and people can contact Safety Net through the website. There's a form, or send a mail to help@safetynet.com. And let's remember it's spelled with a V because we aim to save lives.
Love it.
And so that's Safety Net. If you are in trouble, send us a message and we will assist you from there. On the other side, where I do awareness and education and speaking and coaching for families or groups, is through Cyber Wellness with RiaNet. And that's the platform where I usually share more of the content-driven stuff. So, I love the fact that there are so many different resources available. And I like to share those resources because there are lots of apps being developed by parents who are concerned like us. And then there are amazing brands that join us in this big cause, like you and your brands, affiliated brands. And one sweet collaboration that I would love to mention is, because it's specifically aimed at cyberbullying situations, is with Cadbury PS. We collaborated to create a WhatsApp helpline so that people can WhatsApp us and just send the word help. And on this WhatsApp line, there is content like videos and voice notes and lots of information. And if you need help, it will also send a mail through to Safety Net.
That's a nice collaboration.
That's another place where people can go to for help. Because I think while we are doing our best at educating and saying, do this and put that in place, and children, please be careful, sometimes they do get in trouble. So then it's there for them.
They do. Thank you so much, RiaNet. It was a lovely conversation, and I have to say, as a parent, and I hope for other parents out there, there's something that they actually took from this conversation, and they will take a step further to actually educate themselves, but also just be able to join these communities, so that they are able to help the young people. Make sure you do get in contact with RiaNet through the details below, but also make sure that you save that Cadbury PS WhatsApp number so that you're able to get help if you're being cyberbullied, or you're also able to refer someone that you know is being cyberbullied. It is quite clear that there are tools that are built into social media platforms that are there to help ensure the safety of young people online. It is, however, our responsibility to make sure we know where are those tools, how we access them, and also introduce them as older people to young people so they're able to access them. One of the programs that Digify Africa offers is called Ilizwe Lam, which is for young people between the ages of 13 to 18 years old, where we go into schools and work with organizations to basically deliver sessions that are 45 minutes long and free that teaches young people about cybersecurity and how to stay safe online. You can get access to these kind of workshops by getting in contact with our team at digital@digifyafrica.com. I'll repeat that, digital@digifyafrica.com. A safer South Africa comes with us all being responsible. Let's take the stand against cyberbullying.